Okay, so in F's case, we have this half of a parabola. So I've got this parabola that has a turning point at r minus 2, but I am going less than r. So the parabola is shooting that way. And we have a square root shooting this way. So we end up with the possibility of intersection points or not. Okay, so what I might do is I might jump out into main and solve this with the bracket. So I've typed them equal to each other. And if I go interactive advanced solve for x, that's going to give me no solution. And if I solve that for x, that's going to give me this solution. And if I explore my discriminant, that's going to be minus 5 on 4. Yep, minus 5 on 4, which is minus 1.25. So minus 1.25 will have them where they're touching each other. So if I then go and have a little look in my graphs and tables, and I've set them up so that I have my parabola and I have my square root, I need to ignore the right-hand side of the parabola. And at -4, there are no intersection points. At -3, there are no intersection points, but they're getting closer to each other. At -2, I'm going to have one intersection point. So if r is less than -2, none. If r equals -2, 1. If I go a little bit further than this, I then get a situation at -1 of a special case of having 3. Then if I go a little bit further than that, like 0, I'm now back to 1 again. So that's 0, I get 1. Ignore this one over here because the right-hand side of the parabola doesn't exist. There's 1, there's 1, there's 1, there's 1. So I'll also get 1 when r is going to be bigger than, and it's -1.25, which is that minus 5 on 4 value. So we're going to have never when r is less than -2. We're going to have once when r is between -2 and -1.25 and bigger than -1. And we're going to have 3 when r is between -1.25 and r equals -1. So if I have a little exploration in there, if I do my settings and I do 2 decimal places and I start at the value -1, and I have a little look in this area here, I can say I have 1, 2, 3. If I then make it negative, I want to change my settings. The steps are going to be 0.01. So in here I've still got 3. And now I'm looking at, I've still got 3 in all of these. And that will continue until I get to -1.25. I've still got 3. I've still got 3. And when I get to -1. So 2, 4 should be intersection, G solve intersection. I get 1, 2, 3. But the minute I hit to -1.25, analysis G solve intersection, I've now, I don't find one. I should have one. And then when I go further than that, Oh, sorry, I'm going bigger, smaller again. I've now got 1 again. And I'm going to have 1 all the way down to -2. And then once I pass -2, I'll end up with having none. Because the closer and closer and closer I get to -2, my endpoints are getting closer and closer and closer and closer together. So that's the way that little exploration works for you to play with.